All right, take one at my first ever dedicated fishing video on the YouTube channel. So if you're one of the first people watching this, thank you very much. Um, Hopefully I can go out and catch some fish today. I'm obviously here in Wisconsin. This is where I live. I'm not going to say exactly the name of this lake because I don't want to blow it out and turn it into all those other lakes that people ruin. So all I'll give out is, I live north of Green Bay, so there's your tidbit of information for you. This is about an 80-acre lake. It's pretty shallow. There's not a whole lot of deep spots in it. There's a few on the north side of it, but for the most part, it's pretty shallow. And there's a lot of bass in here, largemouth and spotted. So that's pretty much what I dedicate my fishing to. Pretty much every time I go out, I don't really go out to panfish or, I guess I'll take a northern or a muskie or a walleye or, something like that, even a crappie, I guess, if it bites, from time to time again. But pretty much I just dedicate myself to bass fishing, and that's pretty much it. So I guess I can show you the rig quick. I got a 18-foot plastic kayak here with a cooler. I got a paddle just in case, the trolling motor quits, but it's pretty freaking loyal, so I doubt it'll quit. I got a cooler with some waters in there. My sister's old rug rat bag from her elementary school years. That's what I put all my plastics and stuff in. Anchor, tackle box, of course, Mountain Dew. Gotta have Mountain Dew. My 2 rods, life jacket, and battery. And this cool little nifty setup we got going back here for the trolling motor. It's just 2 pieces of wood clamping in between that little aluminum piece on the side right there, and it's just got carriage bolts in it with a 19mm nut, and you just sandwich it tight, clamp your trolling motor to it, and it works good. So that's the setup, and let's see if we can get out here and catch some fish for you guys. Catch you on the water. Okay, my phone's almost dead, and right now I'm out in the middle of the lake, and I see minnows and shad busting everywhere on the top of the water. So I took off the inline spinner and I put on this little SwimBait thing I got, and I put a like a beetle spin type spinner on it. So it's a SwimBait with a spinner on it, and I just caught 2 fish in a row. So I just wanted to prove a point that when you match the hatch pretty much around the surroundings, you catch fish, and decent ones too. And look at how they eat it. It is in his face. That SwimBait is in his mouth deep. So before my phone actually died, I actually had to pull the tail out of his throat. Before my phone died, I just wanted to prove that even at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, high noon, high pressure, bluebird skies, the fish are still eating. You just gotta match what they're eating. I'll probably catch another one here in about 2 seconds. Watch the very next cast. You can just see the minnows busting all over the top. So you just give them what they're eating. There was a tap. Oh, he came and grabbed it, but come on, come back. It's right next to the boat. Come back and get it. Come back and get it, little buddy. Oh, he messed up my tail. That's probably why he wouldn't hit it. Literally the very next cast, though, I had another one. Watch, I'll do it again. Cast over here. I just seen a bunch of shad bust right here. Minnows, whatever you want to call them. So right now these bass are up on top. I'm in about probably 10-15 feet of water, but they're in the first 3 feet, 4 feet maybe, and they're just swimming around eating these schools of shad Like right here, I just saw a bunch of them bust up right here. I bet you there's a bass right there. That's why they're all busting toward the top, because they're trying to swim away from the bass. Look at that! You go swim this. Oh, he came off. But I proved a point though that you watch where the bait fish are blowing up on top of the water, and that's normally because there's largemouth below them eating the rest of their school, and they're scared trying to swim away, so they just go anywhere they can, which I guess the one way to go is up. So they try to run away, and they end up making themselves visible on top for us to see. And I noticed that, so I cast over there, and sure enough, first 3 seconds of bait's in the water, gets smoked. So just goes to prove a point that even at sometimes of the day when it seems like, oh man, they just shut off, no, they're just not hitting what you're throwing anymore. Just change up. Don't be afraid to try new baits and new ways of fishing. And just remember that, oh, I see a bass waking on bait right there. He's waking on him. Oh my. Oh my. I'm getting over there right now. That fish is literally waking on bait. Right up over here. That fish was waking on bait. I seen it. We're in like 10 feet of water. That fish was up 2 inches underneath the surface, chasing bait. And he was making a wake. That had to have been a decent 2-3 pounder. It had to have been. He's just chasing them little minnows, them little bluegills and stuff around. I'm not even exactly sure what's in here really for like the bait fish, but I know there's bluegills, I know there's perch. I don't know if there's like fathead minnows. I don't know if there's, I don't think we have like shad and stuff up here this north, but whatever it is, whatever little minnow is swimming in the water right now, this little blue and silver SwimBait, rubber SwimBait is matching the hatch obviously good enough to where they're hitting it. So this is just so cool that I'm actually on a lake where I'm able to prove this stuff to you guys and show you that it's actually working, and that even up here this far north, you could still use the same tactics that they use down south, just maybe not with as big of baits, because our average fish up here isn't the size of the average fish down by Texas, Florida, all that stuff, Tennessee, Alabama. They got big fish down there. Their growing season is a lot longer than ours. So, I mean, we got to deal with northern strain bass and whatever. Oh my, there's so many minnows right there. My bait just hit the water and spooked like 1,000 of them. Unbelievable. Come on, Mr. Bass, where are you? I know you're over there. Oh, he grabbed it on the fall. He's right down there. I was acting like it was injured and letting it fall and jerking it up real fast and just like having it get erratic, and they're hitting it on the fall. It's super sick when you can do that 3 inches from the boat pretty much. These fish are fired up right now. I can't believe my phone is actually still recording. That's so cool. Come on, little buddies. Hit while I still got like 3 minutes of video left, maybe. I don't even know if I got that. My phone's at like 1% battery right now. Ooh, one just hit it. Come on, buddy, chase it. Come on. He hit it. There's no way he's not following it. Oh, he was following it. Come on. Man. I'm just anxious. I'm setting the hook too early. I'm losing him. I gotta let him eat it more. There are so many bass in this lake, it's ridiculous. Wow, phone's still recording. Sweet. Hopefully I catch another fish before. Oh,